a day in the life of a plumbing and heating engineer, changing over this donut washer and 4-inch flexi pan connector because they'd both been leaking. So we're going to have to get the toilet out. The screws were pretty rusty, so we'll be changing them. And it's not really advisable, to be honest, how the last guys had fitted it, but we're going to have to basically do it the exact same with a 4-inch through the wall like that. It's not really recommended just because you can't exactly see if it is leaking or not, to be honest, but as long as everything's in right, then you should be safe enough. But here's Tom getting his cistern and the pan screwed back together, and we'll get it tested over. We've got a 4-inch pipe collar just to hide everything, make sure everything's tidy, and everything was absolutely fine. Gave it about 50 flushes just to make sure. On to the next one. This job had actually, the 22mm copper had actually burst, but it was back when we had the bad weather. It had just been isolated for the last couple of weeks just until we could get a chance to repair it. And the last guys had actually ordered up a new tap and stuff like that, but I just thought there's not really point in changing this outside tap because there's nothing wrong with it. I'll just coupling it up. And so I did. I just coupling it up, went to test it, and it was leaking from that alkathene adapter. So it obviously, when it froze, pulled its way out of there. So simply just disconnect it all, reassemble it back up. I didn't actually record that, but once I reassembled it, it was absolutely fine. I've seen that happen before, and it usually is fine. On to the next one. Called to this cistern, falling off a wall. The siphon had been leaking, the fill valve had been leaking because I think it basically cross-threaded everything with it falling off the wall like that. So we went to do everything up, and like I said, we kind of realised everything was cross-threaded, so we just thought it'd be a good opportunity just to change the fill valve and the flush valve while we were there. So we did exactly that. New plugs into the wall, more heavy-duty plugs than them red ones, get screwed back to the wall, and it was absolutely solid as a rock, so no complaints there. On to the next one. This job was a no hot water. They were getting heat in, but no hot water. This zone valve would not move over. Even when I got the head off, it just wouldn't move over. So manually opened it, but that motor is fucked. So I'm gonna have to order up a new zone valve. They will get heating when they're hot. They will get hot water as long as they have their heating on, just for the meantime. And last but not least, onto this cartridge. What I like to do is basically lay everything out in reverse order, and then that way you can put everything back together in reverse order, if that makes sense, and you won't make any mistakes because you know what order everything is. Jobs are good in,